Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I'm gonna be unboxing a knife, a type of knife that I almost never buy. Right? This is something that as soon as you guys see it, you're like, what? I didn't even think you bought stuff like that. Also, you have no idea how many times it took me throwing this on this box because it's shaped like this. And anyways, thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. This should absolutely be available. I will link it right down below so you guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use my links, but that's entirely up to you. I got this from DLT Trading. Oh boy, I'm gonna sneeze. Yo, come on. Hold it together. It's the ones, when you really want to sneeze, those are the ones when they start to dissipate, you can't get them back. I always try to look at the sun, but when you're inside, you gotta look at a light. And then when you don't want to sneeze, those are the ones that are the hardest to fight off. All right, let's take the receipt out of here. Good deal. I saw this while I was doing like a new arrivals video. A lot of you guys were probably watching. And I said, right when I'm done with this video, I'm going to go buy this knife. And I did. It's a cold steel. This is a fixed blade. It's also a ridiculously inexpensive fixed blade. And I looked at it and I thought, that looks nice. That looks durable. Most importantly, that's cheap, right? I mean, gosh, what's better? I mean, as far as like a beater knife, I just thought the Outdoorsman Lite, man, that looks awesome. I gotta cut it open. Seriously, it's cheap. Don't believe me? Go look at the link. But let's, if you don't want to do that, then hold on. Let's look at the quality here. All right. It's good size. Not a huge fixed blade. Don't need a huge one, right? Come on out of there, little guy. There we go. Ooh, oh, it's shiny. Ooh, yeah, I like this material here, and I'll tell you why. This is full tang, right? You can see there's the tang coming out of the bottom. What's the steel on it? Not super concerned. This is a Taiwan-made German 4116, and I'll tell you why I wasn't super concerned with that. It's because of the price of this, right? This has got a really nice satin finish on it for how much it costs. But the main thing here is I really liked the overall profile of this thing. I think it's just a nice looking fixed blade. And I also actually do have a lot of experience with this material, which is, I forget the name of it. It's like, I think it's polypropylene, not a new material, but, I've always read about how durable it is. I bought, I don't know how many of the training things from Cold Steel made out of solid polypropylene. Not for me, not because I train with them, but for my kids, because realistically, they just make really good toys, right? And I know that people who like train in their garage with the ninja sword are going to be like really offended, like, oh, those are serious training. Whoa. Yeah, my kids love them. They're amazing because they're incredibly durable. My kids beat the crap. This is what my kids, they'll go and just beat on the fence or beat on a rock with them, right? Or whatever. They'll hit like the metal legs of the trampoline. I have no idea. But that stuff has stood up to all of it and been left out in the sun. It's been hit with the lawnmower. It's been left out in the winter, and it's no problem. This stuff does not care. It is unconcerned with whatever it is that's being thrown at it. Literally all of those things, the little fixed blades, the swords. I've got 3 swords, 2 hatchets, about 6 of the fixed blades. Every single one of them is perfectly fine. Even the one that got hit by the lawnmower really just has a small indentation, kind of like where the blade hit it. So I thought, that sort of polypropylene kind of rubberized handle, that might actually be a good idea. And yeah, it actually feels really good. In fact, even this area that I kind of expected it to be a little bit sloppy, even that looks good. How's the edge? Yeah, the edge is really nice too. Boy, it's even. I know people are like, face reveal! We finally saw his face! I've showed my face a billion times. Here. I wonder if I can get to where it's easy so you're not looking at my nostrils. There I am. Hello. Hello. It's me again. It's not a new thing, guys. I don't hide my face. But yeah, some nice jimping here. I really like the guard. It's only on one side, which I think is a good idea. Now, obviously, there are, lots of different applications for a fixed blade where this is more or less appropriate. 4116 is nothing special. It's stainless and it's probably going to be pretty easy to sharpen. This is a ridiculously inexpensive knife and it will get thrashed. I'm going to tell you guys right now it's going to go outside in my toolbox with my other fixed blades. I've got the SRK something or other. I've got the Becker BK, whatever that big thick one is, right? I've got my Mora, and then I have my ZT 0006 in my truck, and I think maybe a couple other weird ones. And these are just knives that I grabbed to do literally whatever with. All of them, the Becker's the most expensive. Well, I'm sorry, no, the ZT's the most expensive. That one sits in my truck and gets used the least. But the rest of the knives really all just get treated the same, which is kind of like whatever, right? I mean, it's just kind of an improv, tool, right? In my experience, the more durable and the cheaper, the better. This is a great example of, people often assume that because I collect knives, pocket knives, that sometimes cost multiple thousands of dollars, that the concept of a good economic cutting tool is lost on me. And to those people I say, no, that's a ridiculous thought. Of course I understand the benefit of an inexpensive, economic, utilitarian cutting tool, right? These are the types of things that I enjoy. If I can find a fixed blade that has a good look, a good design, a good feel, a good price, and has a durable build, or at least, on first inspection, then absolutely. This is something that I'll take out and use and beat on. I'm actually really, really impressed with the polish and the fit and finish. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If the finish on the blade had just been kind of ho-hum and the cutting bevel had been a bit wonky and this fitment in this area had been kind of loosey-goosey, kind of, nasty, cheapo, off-brand spaghetti dinner, I still would have just been like, all right, well, whatever, because it's freaking cheap, man. My experience so far with cheap fixed blades is up to a certain price, there's pretty much no reason to not buy a Mora, right? That's the truth. I'm not going to spend, if I'm looking to spend anywhere from $15 to $25 on a fixed blade, I'm going to buy a Mora, because in pretty much every other situation, you're just getting garbage. You're just getting nothing garbage from a nothing garbage company, right? But in this case, it's a little bit more. It's the same price as some Moras, but wow. Yeah. This isn't going to prove anything. I'm just going to slice a piece of paper. I just want to see the factory, out of the box sharpness. Yeah, okay. All right. Wow. I got to say, that's this is one of my favorite inexpensive purchases ever. This is nice. The sheath is nothing special. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get it out of there. But okay, whatever, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, this was successful. A successful experiment. I really wasn't expecting it to be anything cool, but gosh, listen. Coming from somebody who's a knife snob and somebody who really does regularly spend over $1,000 on pocket knives, yes, if you're new to my channel and you're like, yeah, guess what? I exist. I've been here for a while and I'm going to keep doing it. Coming from somebody who does that, I'm actually really, really impressed with this right out of the box. I can't say that I've ever seen anything like it. I also really like that it's made in Taiwan. It's not made in China. It's made in Taiwan. This is sick, man. Awesome. I'll link it down below. I'm sure they made a bajillion of these things. So, yeah, first impressions are great. I'll give you guys a full review of this thing after a while. That's going to be pretty much it today. Where'd it happen to my card? There it is. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.